Hello, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to share with you on this 10-10 day, the 10th of October. It's what I would call the master day of the month, and for the last, quite a few years I've been hosting events most months on the power day of the month. So this is the only real public healing event that I do each month, and I'm really excited to be here. So I don't do numerology. I don't know anything about gates opening or whatever, which sometimes is said to have occur on such days. That sort of stuff doesn't interest me. It may have years ago, but it doesn't really interest me much now. So the main reason why I'm here is because it feels good to be here, and I like that these days have aligned up. So the 10th of the 10th feels to be powerful. So I'd like to work with that a little bit with you if you want to join me. So I'm going to be here for probably 45 minutes. If you have time to hang around, then great. If you don't have time to hang around, then please know that the replay will be available later when this recording's finished. So it's lovely to see you all. Thanks for stopping by. Extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. If it wasn't for your support, I wouldn't be able to bring these sorts of videos out to you. So I'm very grateful. So thank you. So I just want to give you a rundown of what I'm sort of going to be doing over this next 45 minutes. We're going to start with some smudging. I've got my remnants of smudge sticks in here. So we're going to be smudging, and I think of smudging time as helping clear our mind, let things go that we've been holding on to, that we're struggling with, or that we're giving our attention to that might be problematic in our life. So our smudging time is really a preparation in helping us go deeper when we go further into this healing event. So it will be opportunity to let go. And then I'm going to choose a healing energy card as we move into our time of receiving. So this is receiving time. In other words, this is your you time. And with your you time, I'm going to be playing the chimes here. I'm going to be playing my chakra chimes during your you time. And this will be for you to soak up what you need. So this will be time for you to feel or welcome support in, or strength, or healing, or inspiration, or whatever it is you might be looking for at this time, in this moment in your life. And then I'll pull another healing energy card, and then I'm going to get out the zebra drum, which is just here. I'm going to be playing the drum as we move into our time then of giving. So this is time then of sending, or thinking about, or imagining, visualizing us sending this beautiful connection that we feel out around our planet and out to those that we love and care for, those who may be struggling right now. And basically this is our time of really thinking about sharing and giving and helping as much as we can. And then I'll pull a healing energy card to go, which will represent what's next as we move forward. So that's sort of what I'll be doing for the next 45 minutes or so. How this is going to flow is going to be very much focused around the healing energy cards. So whatever we pull and whatever we talk about, that will give us our focuses as we go. So I trust that that makes sense, and I trust you enjoy the time that we spend together today. So take a nice big breath and think about bringing all of yourself here. And what I mean by that is just be careful you're not thinking of other people or things you've got to do later, or the problem areas in your life. See if you can put all that stuff outside your door of wherever you are, or put it aside so you can be fully present now. So give this your fullest attention. Take some big deep breaths. And actually I don't need to pull a card yet. We're going to start with some smudging. So I'm using my white sage stick, which is falling apart. It's the very end of my sage stick. And you can smudge with something like a sage stick, or you can use an incense. You might just want to use a crystal or a feather, or even just your hand to hold the intention of clearing and preparing yourself to go deeper, whether it's healing time, meditation, whatever you might be heading into. So take a nice big breath. And as you breathe out, let go. Think about letting go and surrendering your hold that you have on parts of your life that aren't working. Think about breathing out and away your worries, your stresses, the pressure that you're under, or the pressure that you put on yourself. Breathe all that stuff out and let it go. So be willing to let go of everything that's holding you back. Surrender it to the sacred smoke. And we ask this sacred smoke to carry away with it all negative energies, entities, cords, hooks, attacks, and attachments that are holding us back or holding us down right now. We may see these things as external, and sometimes they are, but most of the time these things that are attached to us, that's our own stuff. Because if we didn't have a resonance with whatever it is we might be seeing externally, it's not going to attach to us. So we can take responsibility for that which is weighing us down, and that will also give us a better space, or put us in a better space of letting go. So take responsibility for how you feel and let go of what's not working for you. Now, everything I share is just a guide only, so just take on board what resonates with you, what feels right, and just let the other stuff go. It's okay, we all have different ways, so my ways in some cases might be a bit different to yours, and that's okay. Just be open to my ways, and if you feel it doesn't work for me, that's okay, just revert back to your way. So I'll just put this little piece of sage out and we will get started. Thank you for joining me, everybody. It's lovely to see you here. We're going now into our time of receiving. So this is receiving time. Soon we'll go into giving time, but that's not what this focus is about right now. This is for you. So think about putting everyone else aside, all of your things that you've been thinking about aside, other people that are in your care, if you can, unless they're running around your feet right now. Just see if you can just put that aside just for a little bit and bring your focus now to you. This is your time. So I'm going to pull a healing energy card for our focus, and then we'll do some chimes for our receiving time. So what do we need to know, the majority of us, as we step into our time of receiving? And I can already feel as I ask this question before I've pulled a card, it may be connected, it may not be, but I can feel this massive burden that a lot of us are carrying over our shoulders, and that it might be really important to think about how we can let that burden go, or our burdens go. Actually, this is quite funny because it fits in. It's card 48, called Playfulness. And this is for our time of receiving. I'll read this and then we'll talk more about this card. It says, surrender to the moment. Laugh, enjoy life, play and have some fun to help lift your spirits. You will feel so much better after doing something that nourishes you. And maybe it's this time, maybe it's this 5 or 10 minutes. Hopefully you will feel better after you spend this time with you, nourishing you. And the last words is creativity. This is very much about lifting our spirits. So through laughter, playtime, being creative, music, things like this that help lift our spirits, but also help lift the weight, the burden, the energetic weight that we carry over ourselves. So that is our focus for our receiving time. Playfulness. Surrender to the moment and lifting your spirits. I'm going to play my chakra chimes. I don't feel I'm going to talk much unless I feel I have to, so I just want to hold you in this space of sound for you to receive what you need and direct this energy where you want to direct it. I trust that you are trusting your intuition and you will do what is right for you. So if you have headphones, stick them in because it might sound really good with your headphones in. If you don't, then I'm sure it will be fine. So nice big breath. This is your time for you. Let the chimes touch you in parts of your body where you need it. Nice big breath. This is the base, the heart, and the crown. So think of the heart connecting with above, and then the base at the tailbone, which is connecting with our physical body, our physicality, our physical life. So physical, heart, spiritual, we could say, or grounding, heart, connections. So nice big breath. And just let this energy settle and find its place in your body. Allow yourself to hold that uplifted feeling. I trust you feel even a little bit uplifted, then that would be great. So nice big breaths. So if you joined partway through the chiming, this was our time of receiving, or your you time, if you like. And this was the card that came up with the receiving time, which is playfulness. And in other words, this is about lifting our spirits. It's about surrendering to the moment and laughing, playing, having fun, listening to music, creating, things that just take the pressure off, or even in some ways are a distraction from the things that we're dealing with in our life and that are especially clogging us up mentally. So in some ways our creativity, music, playful playtime is a bit of a distraction, but sometimes we need that so we don't get so weighed down by our mental burdens. So maybe something to think about, or maybe this was just the time you needed to soak that nourishment up that offered. So I trust you're feeling good, and I trust you're feeling uplifted in yourself. So you could only feel uplifted if you have been shifting your burdens and the things that weigh you down. So it's very difficult to uplift if you're holding down. So letting go is really essential in lifting up and lifting off those burdens. So I trust that's helpful for you. So thank you. Thanks so much. Now we're moving into our time of giving. So if you have to go, thank you so much for joining in. If you want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit templeofbalance.com.au. Please come back and visit my Facebook page or my YouTube channel again sometime if you're inspired to. So if you're hanging around, then great. We're moving into our time now of giving. So we've received, now we're balancing that with giving. So this will be time for us to send love and healing and strength and support, or whatever it is we need to send out to others and around our beautiful around our beautiful planet. You're funny, Chelsea, because I just... Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry, never mind. I'm making things up now. I thought I saw the word feedback and my mind just suddenly said it, but never mind. I'm just getting off track a little bit. So we're coming together now to send love around the planet and to those that we love. So this is our time of giving and sharing that beautiful energy we feel. I'm going to be completely guiding this. So I'm going to use the drum as I guide and talk us through. So let's see where we go with this. I'm first of all going to grab a healing energy card to for our focus, for our time of giving. So what do we need to know about the outside world, about what we need to send, or what have you? That's what I'm looking for. What do we need to know about our time of giving? Giving time? Okay, our healing energy card is this. It's charging. It's card 51, so I'll read down here first. It says energetic boost, replenishment, power surge, rejuvenate, crystals to recharge your energy, love, lightning bolts, incoming light codes from beyond, help getting to the next step, and teacher. So I remember so clearly drawing this because we had one of our very few thunderstorms. We don't get many here. We're in a temperate climate in Tasmania, and we might get a couple of flashes of lightning every summer. But this particular night I was drawing this, which was probably 8 years ago, perhaps now, unless I've dated it, 2012. Yeah, so about 7 years ago. It was really hot and humid, and we had this massive thunderstorm move through, which was really exciting, and just sort of charged everything up. So I drew this as that was happening. So there's a charge up feeling here. There's a, plug back in, send electricity, power, if you like, out into the world to boost things up a bit. Even we could go back to what I was talking about with our receiving time, which is charging and lifting our spirits up. So there might be that sort of energy that comes through for our time of giving. So I'm going to completely guide us with this. But as I said before, if you feel like you want to do something more intuitive that you feels important and right for you, then please trust that. So you don't have to follow what I'm saying. It's just a guide only. But if you do want to and are inspired to, then please do. Okay, let's start first by just finding our center again. And this is especially important if you just joined in. So if you've joined in through the receiving time, then you're probably already feeling quite centered. So just take some nice big breaths and feel your connection with the earth. So bring your attention to the earth beneath you. Feel the weight of your body on the chair or the bed or wherever you are. And imagine drawing up some energy from the earth. Some beautiful grounding, nurturing, supportive, solid, stable energy or love. Draw it up from below, up from the earth and into our body. We may see this as a red-brown light, or just feel this solidness, this stability that's rising up in our body. So this energy from the earth goes into the places and parts of our body that need it. So if you're feeling aches or pains or dealing with an injury or a condition or something affecting your body, then you can send that healing energy from the earth there if you want to. So trust it will go exactly where it's needed. And now imagine that we're all holding hands in this beautiful circle of love. So imagine holding hands with someone next to you. And as we come together in this circle, we now share this energy that we feel around our circle and with each other. As we give out through our left side and receive in through our right side, from hand to hand, heart to heart. And we cannot give more than we receive, and we cannot receive more than we give. All is perfectly balanced. And we can also trust that we're not taking on other people's issues. So we're safe and protected here. We're standing in our power, and we're giving and receiving. We're sharing what we feel equally and in a balanced way. So feel this connection between us all start to increase and build in momentum, growing as we connect with each other, coming together for this common reason and focus in these moments. Whether you're listening and connecting live or later, it doesn't matter. We're connecting beyond time and space. So feel this togetherness, this unity. You may have been feeling isolated and alone lately, but in this space, in this circle, perhaps you start to tap into that togetherness, that unity, that connection between us all. When you really feel in your heart that actually you're not alone at all. You are part of something beautiful. So our individualness, our individual pillar that we stand, we're pillars of light, if you like, standing and owning our power. But we are also an equal part of the whole. So as we generate this circle of strength and this circle of love, let's now put into our circle anyone that we know who's struggling or going through a tough time or that needs a bit of help right now. You can imagine putting them into our circle and we hold them in a space of love. Just holding those that we love and care for in our circle. We're not forcing anything specific onto them, thinking that they need to change their ways or they need to do this or do that. That's not up to us to decide. So we're just holding them in this space of love, this circle of love, because we care and we trust that they will receive what they need if they want to receive it. So we leave them held in love if they want it. And we now expand our circle from going from hand to hand, going up and lifting up in our excuse me, via the throat to our crown, as we connect now crown to crown, creating this huge halo between us all, this circle, this golden circle of connection. So we connect now crown to crown, and we know in our hearts that we're not ever alone. We can feel that connection. So now we expand this connection out from our circle and around our planet. And here we cover the earth in this beautiful blanket of love. And this love finds anyone who's lost or alone, anyone who's grieving or struggling, anyone that just needs a bit of love, then this love finds them. No matter how alone they might think they are, this love will find them. So again, we don't force it upon them, but we trust that if they want to take it and receive it, then they will. A part of them will. We also flow this love down into the hearts of the animals who need it now, and also the areas of the earth that need love and support, that need recharging. We send or we bring our attention to all of those areas. And we're not forcing our beliefs now. We're just holding, just simply holding love, holding this energy. Focus back to our circle, and now back to our own crown and our own bodies, where we draw down that high vibrational love from the universe that we've been sharing and growing and spreading out there. We draw this down into our own body now through our crowns, and here it mixes with that earthly energy we connected with before from the earth. And here we merge heaven with earth, spirit with matter. Here we bring all of who we are into this moment in a connected, balanced, stable and clear way. So feel this beautiful mix of yin-yang, of heaven and earth, of spirit and matter within your own body. We cleared space for it before, and now we've got lots of room for this new energy to move in, to swirl around, to inspire us and motivate us, and to now settle into the parts of our body where they want to settle and anchor. And now we stand in this doorway, ready to step forth into the unknown, trusting in every step that we take. We might not know where we're going. We might not know if things are going to work out or not. Let's not overthink it and just trust in what feels right with the first step, and then what feels right with the second step. And just keep taking those one steps at a time that lead us to exactly where we need to be and who we need to cross paths with. So nice big breath, and feel your own body rise up in the power that is you. just you're feeling great. So there's a strong sense of rising up, which we've been pretty much doing this whole time, rising up. But in our power, it almost feels like we're taller somehow, stronger, clearer within ourselves. So now it's about letting that space remain and working with it as you prepare now to go into your everyday life, because that's where it counts. So it's all nice to do this sort of stuff if you like it, and I trust you do if you're here. But where it really counts now is thinking about, okay, how can I bring this high-flying, stable, clear, strong feeling into my everyday life now? So we're going to pull a card for that shortly. Now, if you just joined in during the drumming, we were drumming as our time of giving and sharing this energy that we feel out to others and around our planet. And the card we were working with is charging. So I'll pop that back in the deck now. So don't go anywhere. I'm just about to pull our card for what's next. Before I go, I just want to thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for giving yourself permission to enjoy some you time, but also, and probably in some ways more importantly, thank you for standing in your power and joining with me to help other people and to help our planet. I've really noticed strongly, probably in these last few weeks, that we have to keep our self-love, our self-interest balanced with our caring and compassion for the world. So I'm seeing a lot of self-love turn into very ego-driven self-centeredness. So I feel it's really important that we balance our self-love and our care time with the care that we are putting out into the world. So that's just something I've noticed that I wanted to mention. So thank you for helping me come together and help others as well. So thank you so much. I do hope I may be back on the 11th of the 11th for our next 11/11 Healing Day, which is the public healing event that I share like this. So keep an eye out for that around the 11th of November. Unless something happens and I'm busy or not here, it should be something that happens. So I'll do my best to be here for that. So keep your eye out if you want to connect with it. We have my e-course starting on Monday. It's Psychic and Intuition Development e-course. We're starting by connecting with the mind. And we're looking at meditation, clearing the mind, and the power of our mind. So that part, the first part of this 5-part series, starts this Monday. If you want to be a part of it, you can join for the whole time, or you can just connect with different segments that speak to you. But we're going to be going through lots of different psychic, intuitive things. But it's really important to start with the mind, because that's a really important foundation for developing our psychic and intuitive skills. So if you're interested and you resonate with my work, please have a look on my website. If you are interested and if you can, it might be great if you can start on or before the Monday, because we'll be doing stuff in the Facebook group as well. So that's that. If you do want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Your support helps me keep doing my work, so your support is essential. If you've really connected with this, and if you're able to and you're inspired to, please have a look on my website. Maybe grab yourself a deck of healing energy cards that I made. They're great tools to support you. I've got meditations, jewelry, arts, lots of different things. So have a look if you're inspired to. Your support means a lot to me. And in fact, it just helps me keep going. So thank you so much. So I'm now looking for the best healing energy card to represent what's next. So what do we need to know now about moving forward and anchoring, implementing what we've learned, what we've connected with during our time together today into our life? How do we do that? What do we need to know about that next step? So when we turn this off, we can perhaps think about whatever comes through here, and that might be a great way of anchoring and bringing this energy into our life. So we've talked a lot about uplifting, so we'll see what comes up in this. It's observation card 41. It says changes, cycles, growth, stretching into new territory like a tree stretching its branches out into the sky, stepping out of your comfort zone, rebirth, connections, perceptions. And the question, what do you see happening in your life right now? And that question is to stir up your own perceptions and how you're perceiving what's going on in your life. So what I know about this card from my experience and working with it is that it's very much about stretching outside of our limitations now. So that box that we've been putting ourselves in or holding ourselves back in or confining ourselves by or defining ourselves by is not working for us any longer. So if we're finding that a part of us wants to move forward, but another part of us is petrified or scared or feeling limited or defined or compressed by, perhaps it's daunting, the thought of what we're stepping into, then we might be in a confined space. So what I do if I feel that is I just imagine breaking this box down, because basically it may have served its purpose. It may have, been important to put there whenever it was put there, but I've grown so much that I'm sort of cramped up in this box now. So it means that I've grown a lot and my soul wants me to grow further, but I'm sort of starting to be limited by this box. So I would be breaking it down. I'd imagine myself just wiping it out and pushing it out from the inside. I mean, there's a strength that we've built during our time together today. So that strength we can use to break down these limitations, these boxes that we've put ourselves in, and let ourselves grow to that next level, and to stop holding ourselves back. To stop holding ourselves back, especially probably one of the main ways we hold ourselves back is with our mind, our own mental limitations, our mental beliefs, our overthinking, our overwhelm, our fear. That is usually one of our biggest obstacles. So if you can break those types of things down and let yourself grow and let yourself break free, then you'll probably find this really helps you move forward in your life. So the next step, the next step for us, if it resonates with you, is to break free, stop holding yourself back, stop limiting yourself, and trust that you are growing exactly in the direction that you need to grow in. So you can trust that. So see how that feels to you and what that motivates in you. And then I encourage you to apply that to your life in some way. So thank you so much for joining me. I do trust you've enjoyed our time together today. If you have enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website at templeofbalance.com.au. Thank you so much for connecting today. I really love these healing events and this time that we spend together. And I trust that you feel nourished and connected and have received whatever you've needed. So I do share videos a couple of times, every other day pretty much, a few times a week. So check out my other videos if you're inspired to. Thank you so much. Sending you loads of love from my heart to yours. Thank you so much for being who you are, and thank you for joining with me today. Thank you, and namaste. Namaste means to me that the divine, the creator in me, honors and acknowledges the divine, the creator in you, that we are equal, we are one. Thank you for being who you are. Namaste.